Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited because today's video, I'm going to share with you my perspective as a blind person, dating, being married to, and parenting with someone who is not blind. And you're going to get to hear my husband's perspective about the same thing. So if you've been with me for a while, you already know this is my husband, Manny.
Hey guys, how's it going? Nice to be on camera again.
And this is our daughter, Miss Allison Grace.
Hey.
She loves being on camera. We're back without baby Allison because she fell asleep. But anyways, my perspective of dating someone who is not blind, of course at first we were just friends, and once we started liking each other and decided to date. For me, I felt comfortable just because one, I already knew him and felt comfortable around him. However, I would get nervous when we were going out on dates, just because I can't see his facial expression or his body language, so it was hard for me to really know what he's actually really thinking or feeling. So yeah, that was my perspective.
And for me, when I first met Catherine, it was so interesting, and I was amazed at how much she had accomplished, like going to college and going abroad all by herself. And so many amazing things, I think the first thing that got me was like, she texted me and I was like, how did you text me back? And then I started asking her more questions and more questions. And I got more interested in her as I got to know her. And slowly but surely, I started falling in love.
So dating someone who's blind, it was different for you, right?
Yeah, a lot of people would tell me that it was going to be difficult, that I should think about it more and all kinds of things, but honestly, I knew she was blind at the moment, obviously, but I never saw her as somebody that was blind or impaired or wasn't going to be able to do everyday normal things,
Yeah, and leading into marriage, for me, getting married to somebody who is not blind, I really trust in him for the same reason that he never really saw me as a person who is blind. So I trusted him. For me, I wasn't nervous. Obviously when we got married, that's when we moved in with each other. So I wasn't nervous because one, he's really not a picky person, and I feel comfortable. Yeah, thank God. And I feel comfortable being open with him. Like, hey, I can't do this. Can you do this for me? Like, I hate sweeping because it's hard, especially with a dog that sheds a lot of hair. So I feel comfortable being like, hey, can you sweep for me? And he would always do it. So for us, like, marriage and that perspective was easy. It wasn't scary. Yeah. And how do you feel being married?
I'm not picky about food, so even if it wasn't that good, I was like, I'm okay.
Hey, so was my cooking good?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Here and there, it was all right.
And what about for you being married, like living with somebody who's blind?
Well, living with Catherine as a blind person has been, honestly, it's been pretty normal to me. I feel like I have a normal wife and a normal relationship. I don't see many limitations in her because she's just so self-motivated all the time. She's always so happy and jumpy. But yeah, there's some limitations, like driving when we take long road trips. She's sleeping all the time.
That's a good thing about being blind. I don't have to help him drive.
And she doesn't help me drive, so I guess that's one of the downsides of being married to somebody that's blind. And
for him, that he doesn't see me as a blind person, it has its good and its bad side. I love it because I never, even in high school, never wanted to be treated different. But I hate it because he forgets to put things exactly where I put them, exactly how I had them. So sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm looking for something, I don't know what it is, but I don't know. I think it's just a guy thing.
It is a guy thing. It's not because you're blind or anything.
No, I know. And obviously now we are here. We are parents to a precious, beautiful baby girl who we thank God that she is healthy. Her eyes are healthy, and she's just such a happy baby, always smiling. As somebody who's blind, parenting with someone who's not blind honestly does take a lot of stress off because he kind of works like my eyes. I was very nervous at first, not because I didn't think I couldn't take care of her, but obviously there's a lot of things that I would think, how am I gonna check her temperature? How am I gonna do this? But once she got here and I started taking care of her by myself, like I was like, oh my God, why was I so scared? and I was even scared to be with her by myself. I remember the first time that you let me be by myself with her. It was just for an hour, you guys. I literally was holding her the whole hour. I was so nervous. I had to use the bathroom and I did not go. Like I waited until he got home. But can you share your perspective of parenting with somebody who is not blind?
Yeah,
I mean, someone who's blind.
With someone who's blind, yes. Honestly, I always had complete trust in her. I knew that she was going to be able to do everything. I think she was more nervous than I was. But my experience has been pretty easy. I mean, she's able to do everything. She changes her diaper, breastfeeds, gives her bottle, showers her. She does everything that a normal mother will do. There is times, obviously, that I have to double check things for her, like make sure, her diaper's well cleaned, or, she's, I don't know.
Or she has a booger stuck and can't get it out.
I gotta get those little boogies out and things like that. But honestly, my experience has been pretty good. I have no complaints. Yeah, I definitely would encourage people to really get to know people for who they are and not judge them by their disability, because there's a lot of amazing people out there that unfortunately, they can't see or they can't walk, but that doesn't take away the value of who they really are.
Awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up and we'll see you guys in my next video.
Yeah. Let's leave some comments down below too.
Yeah.